Did you know you can now use partner models when you generate vector art in Illustrator? Let's take a look at that first in the released version, Illustrator 2026. And then we are also going to look at a beta because something more is possible there. You find the generative functions in Object Generative, and there you can just generate vectors. Up in the menu, you see it's Firefly Vector 3, but you can set it to Vector 4 or to these partner models. Let's check out Ideogram here. And I want to generate a scene, set that to maximum, and then enter my prompt. As you can see down here, you cannot set a style reference, but you can set up effects and colors. I won't do that. So if you want more, you would have to enter that into the prompt. And now let's generate that. So here we've got the result, and you see you get only one version. I have already generated some in here. You see this one has been generated by Firefly. So we've got 3 versions. This one was Nano Banana, so also only one. You can also generate from here. So if you want to have a new version, then you can edit the prompt and you can go in here to edit other options and then generate the new version. Let's take a look at what the beta offers. So that is the public beta. Let's go in here, About Illustrator. So this is the beta version. And in here, you can also use the partner models in Generative Shape Fill. When using Generative Shape Fill, you can give the model kind of a reference or a layout, if you will. And you can also use it to generate something like ornamented letters. That is what I want to try here. Let's start with that one. That's my prompt. And then I'm going to select that letter and go to Object Generative, and there you see Gen Shape Fill. And in here, we do not only have access to Firefly Vector 3, but also these 2. And I'm going to use Nano Banana for that. Enter my prompt in here, and I want the highest shape strength and maximum detail. And again, you do not have access to a style reference, but you can set up effects and colors. Let's zoom in here. You see it has generated a lot of detail in here. We have a lot of things to look at. That's pretty nice. And I'm going to show you some others for comparison that I did yesterday. Let's first try this one here. Let's copy the prompt, and then I'm going to go into that and also use Gen Shape Fill, enter the prompt, and let's also use Nano Banana, both at the highest setting, and then let's generate that. And as you can see, that is a rough pencil drawing. So I have just taken the pencil and drawn that with the mouse, so it's pretty imprecise. And also, as you have seen, I have asked for multiple parcels, but I have drawn just one. So here's the result, and let's just move that to the side. And as you can see, it has done some corrections. So let's take a look at what I did yesterday. So in here, you can see other versions of these letters. This has been done by ChatGPT, also a lot of detail, but it's not been very precise with the original shape. This one is better. That's also Nano Banana, a lot of detail and a lot of precision here, but also it has been a little creative with the original shape. I've also used other shapes, as you can see here. So again, ChatGPT did this and Nano Banana did that. So this is what Firefly does. And as you can see, the precision in the generated shapes is not very high, but it's very clean with the original shape you give it to it. So, and again, as you can see with the Christmas tree, ChatGPT does a lot of correction on it and sets a lot of things straight. It gives you the typical ChatGPT style that you can recognize. Nano Banana does the same. So it's a little creative with the original shape that I gave it. But Firefly always keeps to that original shape. And as you can see here, I found a very creative way to integrate a lot of parcels into that, but it kept straight to what I had drawn. Those are the partner models now in Illustrator's generative AI.